So I'd like to identify a cause that is more important in our society than supporting the children of poverty to get equal opportunity.
I think that it would be an amazing idea to expand it. I think that every neighborhood should have a Scotland Storm.
Underserved kids, aren't performing, and it's not our fault, it's their fault, and there's not a lot we can do about it. And that's all just such garbage. I mean, these kids are literally wearing the badges of hundreds of years of no opportunity. And you say, flip a switch, things have to change right now. It's not our fault. There's nothing we can do about it. It's just wrong. Vaguely aware of the Scotland community because my kids went to Churchill. My wife grew up here as I did. She went to Churchill High School where Scotland kids, went, and she remembers classmates. She remembers the Churchill High School scene as more integrated and more welcoming to Scotland kids than I think it became. I'm not sure quite why.
If you don't like it, then don't eat it.
There you go. How many millimeters?
If you don't like it, then don't eat it.
Millimeters.
1,000.
There you go.
I bet it tastes no different than the strawberry.
So I find that in this area of Potomac, you have people that are at the higher end of the social economics class. And because of that, they have different resources and the means to provide, extreme enrichment opportunities and sports and kind of like real life experiences. And I don't know that all the children in the Scotland community had the same opportunities.
Scotland is just one of dozens of black kinship communities that formed in Montgomery County after the Civil War. And Scotland, which was formed on approximately 500 acres along Seven Locks Road between Democracy Boulevard and Montrose Road in Potomac, has always held education in a sacred place. In 1867, Scotland co-founder Henry Dove was among 20 recently freed slaves who pledged their own meager resources to build Scotland a black school at the site of what is now Cabin John Village Shopping Center. Most of the signers of that contract could not read or write themselves, but they wanted to be sure that their descendants would have that opportunity. In 1927, Scotland matched a donation from the noted philanthropist Julius Rosenwald of Sears and Roebuck so they could build their own school on land that was donated by a Scotland resident. In nearly a century since then, however, educational resources for Scotland and so many other black communities like it have remained elusive. Time and time again, the neediest students slip through the cracks of schools in wealthy communities. Enter Scotland Storm.
Oddly enough, it was a Sunday morning, and I, for whatever reason, was exhausted and I didn't make it to church. And after church, my mom called me and she said, "You need to get up. There is a man here by the name of Chris Feed who came to church, and he said he's looking for experienced teachers that want to work for his after-school program he was establishing." I think my first impression was, wow. It's not every day that you hear people that want to be so generous to people that may not look like them, and to people that may not have the same life experience.
Because it's more, not less. If it was our goal is to help the kids want to do
better, to become better citizens, to do well in school. Because we focus on the whole child, not just academics, but social and emotional well-being, and things
Their
like
math, their reading better, their social studies, their science. They get like leveled up from Scotland Storm. And also if you sometimes if you you're very frustrated that you can't do it, you can always come here, and then the tutors, adults, people, volunteers, who's ever free, they can help you. And
Who can give me the definition of mental toughness? First of all, I'm not dealing with people screaming in my face. Like I said, I'm gonna pick on a couple people because there's a couple ways you can explain it. All right, Leon, since he's sitting there so patiently, put your hands down.
So it's because if you're losing, I'm gonna use the same.
Go ahead.
Walk up.
Go ahead.
So I'm gonna use the same thing that you did this summer. If you're feeling down, if you're losing a game, and you're feeling really sad, you don't go in the corner and cry the whole time, and be super duper sad and start.
Academic-based program, and we use sports as a way to translate into a lot of the things that they do academically, whether we're teaching them discipline, hard work, commitment, having goals, holding themselves accountable, which I think helps them become better students. And I've watched it over the years, the impact that it's had on seeing these kids progress and go on to do a lot of different things.
To me, part of the magic of the program is that you and Renee and others are connected to both the teachers and the parents.
Yes.
And so Joey and Susie and Billy and Bobby can't hide if they haven't done their homework.
There's no hiding, yes.
Yes, to say
So we have a really good relationship between the classroom teachers, specifically at Bellsville and Kevin John. We have a great relationship with parents as well. So if, for say, there's a child who says, I don't have any homework tonight, we have access to their homework calendar.
The Scotland Storm program, I think, is one of the greatest impacts for the kids, that gap in between the teacher and the parent. It gives kids a sense of belonging, especially a program that is tailored for them, to their needs. And I mean, who doesn't love a cheerleader in between the parent and the teacher? It'll go down in my book as one of my life's greatest work.
Really good attendance. We get most of the elementary school kids in the neighborhood most days. And I'm very proud of that. And I think if you ask them, they would say they enjoy the program for the most part, and they feel at home there. They feel cared for there. That's important.
This is making you smarter? Yeah. You like the teachers here?
Yeah. They're nice.
They're nice. Do you look forward to coming here every day?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite part about the program?
My favorite part is the food. What I like about the program is how the staff, if you be kind or be nice, they reward you with something, and they make you feel so happy to be there. Come again. I like this Star Storm family because half of it is my family, and they treat me like a family, even though sometimes they're not my family.
From all the challenges and stuff I went through, they helped me. They were there when my parents weren't able because of work, and they were the only ones I can really rely on.
I graduated high school 2022, so it's been some time, but I'm glad to see my little brother Andrew, having fun there. It's like he wants to go there every day. So.
I started Scotland Storm in second grade. I was a guy who loved playing sports, didn't really get my work done. So I got the best of both worlds going to Scotland Storm, to where we had some time for sports, very competitive, and then we also got our work done, most importantly, and a lot of tutors to help me stay on track.
So I would be in the same place I am now without Scotland Storm. A lot of those people saw I was a very angry kid. They saw that anger. They helped me redirect it. They helped me learn where to put it. They helped me come out of my shell and grow into the person that I am. So without them, I highly doubt I would be where I am today.
So
continue. But one of the reasons that we were pleased with the transition is the hope that more professional management, charitable management. Crystal's terrific. She's got a lot of experience in this stuff. And what I keep hoping is that as we learn lessons about how to build an after-school program for underserved kids, that we can make it a model that we can expand to help other kids in other areas of the county. I believe that private philanthropy has real potential to transform public education in the United States. We all recognize that our public education system simply isn't working hard enough. Let's come together, folks with money. I don't care where you are, Republican, Democrat, we all know what we have to do. Tell me what's more important for your money here in the United States than trying to provide opportunity to poor children of every color, every creed, the whole bit. That's the American dream.
The STORM goal was strategies targeting outcomes in reading and math. But the outcome was so much more.
They have changed lives, 100%. That you guys literally did not waste a penny, because Scotland Storm is needed, especially for this day and age.
I would thank them again. It's my daughter's 18-year-old going to college is a success story, and I'm sure there's many more in the community that have that same story, and there will be many more stories that are successful, and the money has not gone to waste. So we do appreciate it, and the kids will show, it proves in the children.
If you were me, what would you do? You look in the mirror and it's not really you. You fumble around for something to wear. You feel invisible, you're